Yo guys, Young Crypto here, and today I'm going to be doing a technical analysis tutorial. I'm going to tell you when you should be buying a crypto and when you should probably be selling one as well. So, a great website to use is COINIGY. It shows you all your charts. It's got loads of exchanges that you can use. So, the first 30 days is you get a free trial, and after that it's paid, but you can just use different emails to get past that. So on your left here, it says market. So the first one's Binance. I don't really know what this is. There's Bitfinex, Bitstamp, Blue Trade, BitMEX. So you've got all your exchanges on the left hand side. I use Binance, that's my favorite. And just to the right of that is all your trading pairs. So ADA to Bitcoin, which is Cardano to Bitcoin, ADA to ETH, which is Cardano to Ethereum, ADEX, Ion, BAT. You know, they've got all the ones that Binance do. So let's go for Cardano for the example here. So here it's the 1 hour chart, which shows each of these candles is 1 hour long as a time. So from here to here is an hour. So I like to use the 4 hours because it's I don't know how to explain it. It's easy, it's good, I like it. Okay, so let's look at support and resistance quickly. On your left, you've got your trend line. So click on your trend line. What you can see here is ADA has really been bouncing from here. You know, it's tried to come down, it's come back up. It doesn't really want to drop past 2600. And before, Cardano's resistance, meaning it couldn't really push past there, which is a good sign for a strong support. Because we're looking at support here, you want to click on the little arrow next to your trend line and go to horizontal line. So around 2600, about there seems good. Oh, just left click and your line will come up. So here is where your support is. So a good buy area would be around here, somewhere around the 2600s if you can get it. And to look at the support, you see where Cardano is trying to break through. So at the moment, it's here. It is around 3300. So pop in another horizontal line there. And that is your trading channel. Okay, so now that I've gone through the basics of support and resistance, I'm going to show you some things to do with trend lines and trading channels. So let's delete these lines. And let's get a trend line up. Okay, so for a good strong trend line, you really want 3 points of contact. So here, this looks like a decent trend coming down. As you can see, we've got 1 here, 2 here, 3 here. So that was resistance before. And you can also join up more lines. Here it looks like it's really been quite straight across. So you can see we were bouncing off this line, coming up to the top, bouncing down. That was our support at the time. Kept coming up, couldn't get through this time. So we got 1 try, 2 tries, 3 tries, and on the 4th we broke out. The problem was it wasn't sustainable. You know, it corrected back down to previous resistance, which we just looked at, its support. So let's get our horizontal line and put that back in. So I would say, because it's already tried to push out, when it comes back down to its support, that's a good time to buy. Okay guys, so here are your trading patterns. When these patterns come up, it's most likely they're going to follow this trend. So let's have a look at reversal patterns first. We see double tops, head and shoulders, rising wedges, and more here. So when we get a double top, it's normally hitting resistance at the top and the price is most likely going to fall. So when you see the neckline, which is where the double top bounced off of, that's where you want to sell your crypto. The stop is your stop limit. So if it comes back to there, buy it again. Or your target is, if you're selling it, you want to buy it back around here. Now let's look at a continuation pattern. These are patterns that continue. So as you can see, we've come up on the falling wedge. We've bounced around in a little trading channel. You'd buy it at the top, hoping the price goes up, and you put your stop limit here. So if the price comes down, you don't lose much money. A bilateral pattern is a pattern that can go either way. So it's a bit risky. You want to look at more support and more resistance from previous times in that crypto where it's been trading. So I would say some of the strongest patterns are your head and shoulders, double top, double bottom. And you could also go for a bullish pennant. Okay, so I'm back on COINIGY on a 4-hour chart and I'm looking for a bullish pennant. As you can see here, this is looking like a triangle. So you're going to want to put in your trend line, draw that triangle there, draw from the bottom up here. And as you can see, we had the stick coming up, it traded in the triangle, and when it got to the end of the triangle, we broke out. Unfortunately, it didn't last that long because we came back, but for a quick swing trade, that would have been great. Okay, now I want to show you how to trade for the short term. So change to the 15-minute candles, because this is going to be your daily trades. So you want to put in a moving average. So here is your indicators. Type in moving average. Just the normal one's fine. You want to click it twice to get 2. A moving average gets the average price and plots it on a line. So for the first one, leave it as 9. For the second one, you click the little options button, the format button, to change it, and change this to 36. And on the 36, you want to change the color so you don't get confused. Just put it as red. And okay. So as you can see here, the short term, the 9, the blue, is above the long term, the red. So this means the price is already going up. Okay, after you've put your moving averages in, you're also going to want to put another indicator in called an RSI, a stochastic RSI. So when you come above 80, that's called overbought. That means you should sell. There's too many people buying. As you can see here, it's way overbought and it sold off. And you can see here, when it was way oversold, because it's at the bottom, it's under 20, that's probably a good time to buy. And if you bought it there, 2,800, you would have got up to 3,000, which is a nice little day trade swing profit within 2 hours maybe. So right now we're trading around 60. So 60 is not a good time to buy nor sell. You should probably just hold what you've got and wait. That's your basics for the RSI. Now when you see the moving averages, when the blue comes above the red, that's a good time to buy. So even though it's oversold, you can still see that the blues come over the red, and it's continued over the red, and we've continued going up and up and up. So the RSI kind of tells you sell now, buy now, and the moving average is saying as long as the blue's above the red, you can buy it. If it's under the red, I wouldn't buy it because that's bearish territory. Those are the simples for the day trades, the short-term trades. Now I'm going to be showing you the longer-term trades. You know, this is for your weeks, your months. So come over to the 4-hour, and you want to change your first moving average to a 7, and your longer one to a 77. Now, you can see when blue crosses red, the short term comes on top of the long term. That's a signal to buy. And when blue comes under red, that's a time to sell. Here we've bounced off the red, so just hold. So this is for your long-term trade. If you'd bought here around 900 and you went out at 3,000, that's 3 times your money. So let's have a look at another chart. Let's have a look at ADX to Bitcoin. Great example. Crossed over the top, buy, and look at the coin. Continue to grow, grow, grow. Let's have a look at some more. Have a look at ARK. Okay, so ARK, let's say you bought it here, 35,000, and you would have sold it here, 35,000. You wouldn't have gained any money, you wouldn't have lost any money. But if you'd used the RSI, here at 80, almost 100 even, you could have sold at 40,000. If you're not using the RSI, you can see again here, we did cross the red again. So that would have been another strong buy signal. We've come up loads and loads and loads, and we still haven't crossed the red. So you could have bought in potentially at 28,000 and now be on 51,000. It's almost double your money. So 7 over 77 is buy. 7 under 77 is sell. And those are your long-term trades. That's pretty much it for today's video. Thank you very much for watching. Young Crypto signing out.